What's going on? So I have a couple of action cameras. I like action cameras because they can do things and go places that you don't want to take your more expensive cameras. And over the years, I've had a couple of them. The first one I had, which I don't have anymore, was a Hero 4, the old gray body one. And I got that one stolen in Disneyland. I had my selfie stick sticking out of my bag, and we were watching fireworks, and I think somebody just snagged it. Yeah, that was my first one, and I really liked it because it's durable. And this was whenever the Hero 4 came out, so the quality was good enough for that time period. But one of the problems it had was, of course, it wasn't very good in low light at all. So that was that one. The next one I bought was this Hero 6 Black, and I still use this one. It still works with the exception of a little cracked screen right there. I don't know if you can see it right there. It's cracked, but it doesn't affect the footage at all, and it doesn't affect what you see on the screen. So this is still good, but again, it suffers from, it doesn't have stabilization on it, and it doesn't have very good low light capabilities. So now I have a gimbal with this one. I don't know if you remember the gimbal, but there's a gimbal that came with this one. It still works. And I got a bunch of accessories that I'm still using with these other action cameras that I still use quite frequently. But this is the one I was using for a while as a main camera and bringing it with me. This one I think went on a couple of Spartan races with me. So I always had either the head mount or the chesty joint, so quite durable. I think the only time I ever messed one of these up was when I went to the ocean, and if you see right there, you can't see, but there's a battery door supposed to be there. I didn't have it on there. It's still not on there. It's in the car. I didn't have it on there, but I was shooting something by the ocean, and it fell, and all that salt water got in it and messed it up. But I was able to get it fixed by GoPro, so I think they sent me a new one or something like that. But other than that, if you seal it up and it's sealed, it works fine. But no low light capabilities, or very bad low light capabilities. And I think, I'm not sure, I think you can replace the lens on these, but I've never tried. But the lens is fine. It's not scratched or anything like that. So whatever they're using for the glass is pretty durable. So GoPro Hero 6. And I'm assuming most of the other ones are pretty good too, but this is the last one I ever had right here. The next camera I got more recently was the Insta360 X3. This thing is dope, but I do have a problem. And they didn't correct the problem until later. I wasn't trying to shoot this one at night. I have shot it at night, and the night quality on this one is really not that good either, in my opinion. But the main issue with this one was the fact that you couldn't remove the lenses to replace them. So I scratched the front lens, the lens that's facing you, not the screen. Now the other lens is fine, but now it's that little scratch, and I can't unsee it. It doesn't bother anything. Well, it does bother me. It's kind of annoying. But that's one of the biggest things about it. I got cases for them now, but I didn't have a case at the time. So I scratched the lens, and that's that. Another thing is, as much as I like the option to be able to reframe footage and all that, I don't really feel like doing none of that. I wanted to face forward. I wanted to look at what I was looking at, and that's it now. And then I don't want to have to reframe it and go back in then their software and have to reframe it and then download it and then put it back in like Premiere or something like that. There's a lot of stuff, and I don't feel like doing it. I got other things to do. I can't be doing all that. And then it downloads in that. It's just a lot of work to deal with this one. Unless you just go straight to the app, then it's all good. The good thing about this one is, though, I did take it to another Disneyland trip I went to more recently with my kids, and I just walked around with it in the air, and I was able to capture everything around me and not have to worry about missing anything. So these are good. And then I'm still, like I said, I still have it, so clearly I can still use it for other things. But these are dope. But another reason why I also wanted to, I like these action cameras is because when I do street photography, I can kind of put it on my chest or on my head, not less on my head, more on my chest, and go shoot and get some behind the scenes footage of me shooting. I've done that with this one before, but the problem is it's kind of big, it's kind of unwieldy a little bit. It's not compact, it's kind of long. You definitely don't want it on your head. You'll be looking like a unicorn. So I'm not really feeling it for that. But I still use it. It still has its uses. So I like it. And the battery lasts pretty long. You can interchange the cards, blah, blah, blah. You already know. The Insta360. I like this one. The next one I bought, let's do that. The next one I bought because, you know, whatever, was this Insta360 Go 3S. This one is dope because it has a bunch of features that I like. One, you can change out the lenses, and I got a couple other lenses backup just in case I scratch this one. It has a flippy screen, you know what I'm saying? So you can vlog if you're trying to do all that. And it has a little, you know, this piece right here comes out, so you can, and it's magnetic, so you can set it on anything magnetic and, you know, record yourself and view yourself from here. So you can set this over there and then see yourself on here. All good. Only problem with this one is it's only internal storage, so you only got what you got. I think it's internal battery as well, so you have to charge it or keep it charged. And this thing right here is great, but it's not for like if you're walking around for a while. You don't really want to have this by itself without the rest of it, because the battery will die, and then this will charge this up, and this will die, and then all that stuff. So the battery on this is not that great, and I don't like not being able to have another battery. But other than that, it's dope. I mean, you can put it in places where you would normally not put anything because it's small, it's waterproof. You can change the lens out. This one also does have crappy low light. It's not very good in low light. So, but this one's pretty dope. But the main one I use now, and I'm sticking with Insta360 because I like the brand. I think they'll be around for a bit. I don't know if GoPro will be around, how much longer it'll be around. It seems like they're on that downward spiral and everything. But I got the Ace Pro 2 from Insta360, and this one is dope. And what sold me on this one was a couple of things. One, it has the same form factor as this 3S, sort of, with the flippy screen and everything. It has a flip out screen, but this one has a 50 megapixel sensor in it. I forgot what's a half inch or whatever, it don't matter, but it could take 50 megapixel photos. So as a street photographer, I would like to be able to have something small where I could take nice photos with. The photos with these are good and all this other stuff, but this is a lot better. And you could take the little the lens off, and there's other lenses for it. It has a little Explorer kit, I believe it's called, which changes this into like a little compact camera. You could change these lenses out for other lenses. It's pretty durable. I scratched it today trying to do something stupid right here, whatever. Scratched it today doing something stupid, but it's still more than fine. You could take the battery out. It came with 2 batteries. You could charge it via USB. A couple other, it had 8K in it. Not that I'm gonna use 8K, but if you want 8K because you want to, you know, zoom in or whatever, not like that in your footage, it goes from 1080p to 8K, from 24 frames per second to 120, which the other ones did. Like I think the GoPro Hero 6 went to 240, but it was real crappy, unless you're in perfect daylight. So that's another thing. This one has good 8K, good 4K, good quality. Has all those features, a lot of features that a lot of the modern other ones have, but this one uses AI to get it to shoot really nicely at night, and that's why I like this one a lot. I've been carrying it around with me. It has another thing on it. It has this little magnetic base, which is on this head mount. So I like that because you don't have to unscrew it off and on. You can just screw the base on, and then it comes on, and if you want to take it off and take the photos, just like that. So I need to get a couple more of these, put them on my head strap, my chesty, and maybe the little tripod it came with, or that I bought for it. I love this thing right here. So this is my main one. This is good for the chesty because you can get your high quality behind the scenes footage when you're doing street photography or anything. You can have it on your chest when you're shooting portraits or something like that. So this is the one right here. I like this one. I got a card in here. I went ahead and bought a better quality card for this one. I think I have a Angel Bird 512. Yep, Angel Bird 512 gigabyte in here. A couple other things that are neat about this one are that so you can buy the little mic. I think Insta360 has a little mic that tethers with this, because the quality on here is pretty decent, but it's still camera quality. If you get like a mic, it sounds a lot better. But you can also, like I was able to hook my JBL 770 headphones to it, but I couldn't hear any sound. So I don't know if something I need to work on, but it actually does connect with this. I can also hook up these mics to this. If I just plug it directly into USB-C, it'll allow me to do the same thing I'm doing with my other camera, and be able to talk with better clarity and all that good stuff with these off-camera mics. So this one has a lot of capabilities that you want your camera to have. Matter of fact, one of these days, I don't need AI. I like the night part of it. And I like the app. The app is dope for reviewing your stuff. So some of the features that this has, I would like to have in like a future Canon camera of some sort. I might as well jump over all this other stuff and start using some of this technology. But yeah, so this the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. I have it with, came with this adapter, 2 batteries, which I can't find the other one. This one just stays in here, and I charge it with the Anker power bank. I'm all for Anker. I love Anker. I think the came with, well, I got this selfie stick for it, which is like a tripod. You can do like this, it comes down, you can have like a tripod like this, and it'll extend out like that, you know what I'm saying? And then it has, if you open these up, let's say if you want to hang it from a door or something like that, it has a little catch, so you can put it on the door and then angle this part up however you want it to, whatever. You can do all kinds of stuff with this. So I'm feeling the Insta360 products, and I'm especially feeling this one. I was looking at the Osmo, whatever the Osmo version was, but this one, the night capabilities, and I usually end up for some reason shooting a lot of street portraits at night when I go on these trips, because usually I'm working in the daytime, so I go out in the evening and then it ends up being night. So I want to be able to capture, some decent footage at night, and it has a setting on here that allows you to do that. So that's my little journey for a smart what do they call them? Action cameras. So this being my latest one, this Ace Pro 2, Insta360 Go 3S, which is dope because you can take this out, put it in the drawer, and open it up, or reach in a bag or whatever. Whatever. This one's good for like short little clips if you want to make like a little something going on. This one's just a pretty hardcore little device here. Once you put this on here, I use these. I usually tack a light on. I still got one of them old Lume Cube lights, and I had a mount where I put this on it and the light, so I can go look in places where I can't reach and just film it and get good footage with that light. So this one's still good. I keep all my cameras. I don't really sell them because, I may need it. You know what I'm saying? And then the Insta360 is good for like going on trips where you don't want to worry about trying to figure nothing out. You just want to have it and capture everything around you. You can change out the battery, you can change out the memory card. You just got to edit it and find what you want, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But all these are all attached to my Insta360 app, and it makes it real easy to kind of access all the devices at once. Also, the Go3S is compatible with the Find My Phone feature on your iPhone if you're an iPhone user. So, you know, if you lose it, it'll beep just like any other Apple device you have. I don't believe, this one doesn't have it, I don't think. And I don't think the Insta360 X3 has it, but maybe future ones do have it. It's real convenient because if you lose this, you're kind of screwed. And there's a bunch of other features on here. I wasn't really doing like a tech review. I'm just saying I like this one shoots vertical too, so it'll automatically, you know, go vertical on the screen when you're shooting it. So, I mean, I just like them. I think every photographer or videographer should have something like this because you don't always have people to shoot for you or anything like that. So you got to handle your business, you know what I'm saying? So you got to get one of these, mount it on your chest or mount it in the corner, mount it wherever you want to mount it so that you can get behind the scenes footage and capture whatever it is you're doing, you know what I'm saying? So that's it. I'm out. Thank you for your time. Oh, and Merry Christmas. Hopefully I'll make a video again soon. All right, peace out.